Welcome to Big Blend Radio with your hosts, Lisa and Nancy, editors of BigBlendMagazine.com.
Hey everybody, this is Lisa and Nancy, and right now we're sitting at this beautiful patio right outside Sequoia National Park. We're about not even a mile away from the park. We could walk there, Nancy.
Maybe you could.
We're right? Okay, so this is beautiful. It's a patio, but it's connected to Totem Market and Gifts and Deli. They have a deli. They listen, good food. They have a wine and brew bar. You get to go wine tasting here, and guess what? That's what we're doing.
That's what. Really, what a surprise!
I know, but it is really right on the side of the road. So if you're going into Sequoia National Park, when you go through Three Rivers, a beautiful art community that really does follow the river, all three of them. But it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful day here, and we've got some special guests, but we're guests too. Here on the show, we're going to start with Pam Lockhart. Pam, you and your husband own Totem Market Gifts and Deli. Is it Market Deli and Gifts? I'll get it straight.
We just say the Totem.
It's the Totem.
The Totem. Totemly awesome.
Totemly awesome. It is because you can come in here and get supplies for the park, sunscreen even, hats.
We have an awesome barbecue, and then we have a pizza night, Thursday nights, where a lot of the park employees come down to do pizza and locals. Then beer and wine tasting, that's a popular thing to do. Picnics to the park are popular.
Awesome.
So
we just had some of your sandwiches too, and that barbecue is tender and good.
It's slow cooked in a Traeger barbecue, and they have that recipe down pat.
It's good.
Yeah.
And it's nice that you have this patio area. You can hear the fountain. You may hear some motorcycles and stuff, everyone, because we really are right outside here on the way into the park. But it's a busy day here.
It is busy. Often there are 2-mile lines back to the park, and we're in that rush, but Sequoia National Park, super popular park.
So when there's a line of people coming in, does everybody start running in here? Oh, she's got candy. Oh, she's got barbecue in there.
You know, candy, we have a new candy.
I saw it.
It's the Belgium chocolate candy made by our friend Reni here.
Reni's here. Reni is like the chocolatier extraordinaire. So this is amazing because
really
this is
good.
something that some of the recipes you say you learned from your family.
My grandmother taught me how to make caramels when I was little, from scratch. And
From Germany.
In Germany, yes. I grew up there, so no preservatives, nothing bad in my caramel.
It's good because the caramel that I had you had chocolate caramel and then a little bit of sea salt.
Yes, a little bit of sea salt.
So it does really well with the Zinfandel
And
that we're having.
turtles have caramel, and the cow pies have caramel.
You have cow pies, and she has bear poo.
Oh yeah, we have bear poop. Yeah, bear poop.
Super popular with the kids as they go up to
It
the
is.
park.
It's super popular.
And then we have gluten-free
Cookies.
cookies that don't taste bad. They taste lovely.
And vegan.
We know gluten.
They're gluten free and vegan, and they are very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, everybody that eats them, I've gotten comments. These don't taste like gluten free cookies. They don't taste like cardboard. So
Well, I think a lot of times, like I know when I was vegan and I started instead of making it my own food, that's when I got into trouble. Then you start getting into the processed vegan world, and that's not healthy.
No.
And it doesn't taste as good as something that you can make yourself. I think.
see, and it made her hair fall out right about.
Don't talk about my COVID haircut because you didn't even do a COVID haircut. She refuses to let me cut her hair.
Yeah, I wonder why. Have another glass.
I know. Don't look at the back of my hair because of what I did, but really it's something being homemade without all the preservatives.
Yes, and I use really fine Belgian chocolates. They're called Calabat, and I use the milk chocolate, I use the semi-sweet, and I use the dark. I use 3 different varieties to.
There's a large variety of chocolate. It's right up by the cash register, and it's a great
And they're park
snack
themed.
to take up to the park.
It's
right?
park themed too, and it's a special treat. And so you said this is just flying off the shelf.
It's super quality, and that's the reason we have We offer everything, but this type of quality is something people are really attracted to.
I think, and this really goes into what we were talking about earlier, that we have a 1-hour walk group on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
It's really about getting people to understand you can go to a park and you don't have to be out in the wilderness and be scared, and those kind of things. You can have a quality experience. I mean, all park visits are quality, but you can still have, the favorite treat that you want. I mean, it's like if you go for a hike, don't you want to have a turtle at the end? You want one of those turtles.
And at the beginning.
And during, and you've got cookies, so the macaroons. Oh my gosh, tell me about the macaroons. I'm digging that.
The macaroons are also gluten-free and vegan.
And
also
yummy.
Vegan. And I make them with organic coconut and organic maple syrup.
Oh.
And organic coconut oil.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And they're toasted.
And it's
And
yummy.
then
And they're light. They're light and delicious.
Yeah.
Light and lovely.
Yeah, they don't have any added sugar to them. The maple syrup is the only thing the only sweetener I put in them.
And you're looking towards going to doing a line of sugar-free?
I did put in a line of sugar-free, and I'm experimenting with those, but I did put in a line of sugar-free, and I'm trying to increase that.
That's good. I could use that. It just happens. Well, we've got Susie, but everyone, it's Susan Ardesch. And Susan, your art is beautiful. We were looking at it on your website, and give everybody your website.
It's blueheronstudio.shop.
Okay.
SHOP.
So you got a thing about blue herons?
I do. Living on the North Fork of the Kauai, I always consider it a real gift of the day if I see a blue heron fly up and down the river.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
You don't consider it a gift?
You don't like the herons?
Well, we have a we have a koi pond.
Oh,
you have a koi pond.
I warned Greg
They've
about
reduced
that.
our population.
Well, they just came.
We call it a fish feeder now.
They've been going fishing.
Oh, well, but it happens. But your art is beautiful, and what I love about what you're doing is that I'm just even looking at the drag. I love the dragonfly. It's on your business card.
Super.
And everyone check it out.
Nice.
You do a range of hearts, hanging hearts. And tell us about that, because that's also something special.
I love working in paper mache, but it's very laborious to make your own. So I buy the hearts pre-made, and then I paint, and I call them hearts of gratitude. And I put, each one has a different affirmation on it, like just be, or words from the wild, just breathe, you are stronger than you know, be kinder. And so each one is one of a kind original. And I say there's great intention with each one that I make, because I'm always thinking about what I'm making and the message that I'm going to put in. And so there's a shop in Three Rivers. So if you come to Three Rivers right before the North Fork Bridge, you're going to see a bright yellowy gold building. And that houses numerous really super shops you have to stop in. And one is called Gathered. And I partner with the owner, Dana, and as a collaboration, she sells my hearts, and a percentage goes to a local scholarship, a memorial scholarship.
That's awesome.
And so it's a great collaboration between friends.
It goes well with the intention that you're doing with the hearts as well. But I also love that you're a painter. I mean, you are mixed media, so you basically are saying, hello, we don't care about, we will color over the lines, and we'll do it with something else if we want to.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Everything's fair game. Everything you find and use, or if I see outside, is fair game when it comes. I can put it into my artwork.
That's awesome. So, Susie, Three Rivers has become pretty well known as being an art community. I know that at one point there was the first Saturday art event. Do you foresee that coming back?
I do. I haven't received any updates, and I'm part of the Arts Consortium. I'm a member. and so I'm waiting for that information. I really foresee it coming back just right now because, and I was all geared up for it, had my studio opening, and then COVID hit, and we all shut down
So, yeah, it's a bummer, but hopefully it'll come back because I think Three Rivers, I think it's the nature and just it's a really laid back. It's I would say the most unique community out of Tulare County. Unique in that it's different. It's not like as much of an agricultural town. You do have farms here though.
We have ranches, artists,
and we have the organic Florabella organic farm. That's open to the public.
And what's Sage Roots? Is it Sage Roots?
Right. That's at the corner of North Fork and Sierra Way.
Okay.
And it's in that bright yellowy orange building. And
all the buildings have different colors. You don't seem to have very many stores that are like
big chains.
Big chain kind of thing, or
no big chains.
Other than gas stations.
Small independent.
That's awesome.
Business owners. We're a really small community, about 2,700 population, and but we're right here. We are definitely the gateway to the Sequoia National Park. So,
but I like to say you're the hub because people can stay here too.
Oh yes.
So let's talk about that.
Yes.
Now we've had all kinds of wonderful wine. Now I know there's a tie back to Paso Robles, and we'll get to that. There's a Robles.
Yes.
Or Robles.
Paso Robles. Robles. You're probably right there.
I don't know. Yeah. Just have another sip. But this wine is wonderful. So we've had wine and cheese, platters. I mean, do you do the platters?
Platters are our new focus. We're going to be having a platters menu where we put all kinds of different dishes on platters. The barbecue platter, the vegetarian platter, the vegan platter, the nuts and cheeses like we
nuts
had.
And bolts platter.
Yeah, the nuts and bolts platter. It pairs anything that pairs well with wine
and chocolate. We got to put the bear poo platter.
Yeah.
Some people have poo poo platters. You have bear poo platters. No, Nancy. No. Why did you have to go there?
I didn't listen what she said.
No, she doesn't need to repeat it. No. But okay, so you have wine tasting here, but being near the park is really cool because it is a drive up the hill to the park, which by the way is really beautiful because you see how the park goes. Like the foothills right now, the red buds are in bloom, you've got all these wildflowers, and then all of a sudden you're in the giant forest of giant sequoia trees and all the firs and the sugar pines, and so it's nice to see that whole change. I know some people like to stay in the park, some people like to stay on the outskirts, but what's great about what you do too, not only having the Totem, is that you also run a lot of vacation rentals.
There isn't a lot of lodging in the park. If you're a camper, you can rent camping space, but even that gets filled up. And rather than drive down the hill to the Visalia, which is 45 minutes away, we offer lodging to guests. Many residents have guest houses and homes up here, vacation rentals that they use for guests coming to the park. And we manage 27 rentals here in Visalia. We have a team of maintenance people and online.
Not in Visalia, Three Rivers.
In Three Rivers, right. Yeah. In Three Rivers. And there's a property for everyone, really.
What's our property?
Your property is Par 3 Villas. And it's actually the first property that we built in Three Rivers 27 years ago. Santa Barbara style home. We have a pool and a spa.
Do we have a red roof?
You have a spa. You have a red tile roof. It's white. Looks Santa Barbara.
So we're the Riviera of the Three Rivers.
Well, when we lived there, we like to think of it that way. It's the 19th hole actually when the golf course was in play. But beautiful river spots to stay in.
So we can go to the river. We can walk to the river from...
You can walk to the river from several of our vacation homes. Cool. And the river is always changing. Certain times of the year, we always let our guests know when the rivers should not be entered because it can be quite the flow. Right now it's a little lower flow. It still has a swift current. It's great for sitting in August, September, October. We like to take our lawn chairs down there and just sit in the river.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right.
But right now, like I know it's a little lower flow this year, but in some spring seasons, isn't this like a major whitewater rafting?
You can have class 5 rapids, right?
Wow.
And there is a rapid group taking rafters down right now, but this is probably won't be the biggest rafting year
Okay.
this year.
So having vacation rentals, that's also something neat for people because they can often do their own meals and can have their family. And right now, I mean, people are coming out of the COVID lockdown and having family reunions. Are you seeing those kind of bookings happen?
Right. People like to travel together with extended family. And if you do that in a hotel, you're all in individual rooms and it gets quite costly. Here, you can book a home for barely over the price of a hotel room and have a kitchen, dining room, living room, backyard with a pool.
Yeah.
We have Kauai Chakra is one of our largest homes that we rent out 16 to 18 guests. It has a main house, an extension, and a guest house, the Dreamcatcher, right on the river. Big pool table, spa by the river, just all kinds of games. It has everything. It was a yoga retreat, and they've brought that back to a certain extent. They're building a new yoga practice area, so yoga groups can come down and do yoga by the river.
Oh, nice.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
We had Chakra on Instagram, by the way, to see it, but
Wow. You could do
Right.
planking on the rocks.
yes, you could.
Not me. You could. No, you don't want to do that. But even here at the Totem, you have loft rentals.
We do. We have lofts above the Totem, and when we open those up for renters, we thought they might just be overflow from our cabins across the street.
Oh,
But we have cabins across the street, and but because I didn't think it would be super popular to be above a wine and beer bar.
What do you mean?
Well, you know.
I know. Susan was talking about this. This is like the perfect thing, you know. Can you swing down like
People love it to be right here at the wine and beer bar, and then just they can have their barbecue here. They are served breakfast, so it works out well for. They both house up to 4 guests apiece, but mostly.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
They're nice size. Yeah, and then you get a jump on the line to the park because you're not very far from the park entrance.
Not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right here.
And really, the except for some longer pizza nights, for the most part, the store down below is closed at 7:30. It's not a loud place if you're staying up at the lofts. It's really quite nice.
And you got pizza?
We have pizza night on Thursday nights, and it's
She said pizza.
Yeah.
And she's got the wine.
yes, pizza and wine, pizza and beer, right?
So let's talk about Three Rivers itself because it's been a few years for us to be here. It looks as vibrant as ever. It's busy, today. You can even hear all the traffic going back and forth through the park, obviously too. But people are stopping at the stores. Is it mostly galleries? Do you think that is gifts and stores? What do you think, Susie?
They have some, I guess you could call them like specialty that really do cater to just, unique gifts. They have some shops that feature a lot of the local artists gathered. They have a great screen printer, so you've got these beautiful one-of-a-kind T-shirts. And I do believe the Totem carries her work as well.
We do.
The custom silk screen. We've got a lovely little coffee shop, a brewery, and there's a shop that's opened right near the brewery that has a lot of unique for people coming through and they want to buy something to remember their trip through Three Rivers. And it's not just touristy stuff. It's really unusual and memorable to purchase.
Nice.
We have one of the best yogurt shops around. The quality of the yogurt's phenomenal, and they do the whole waffle with yogurt in the waffle, and they have a sitting area right out by the river. So it's hard to beat that, and that's super popular.
That's really nice. And
Chicken waffles in the river.
I know chicken waffles. No, it's yogurt. But you've got also, like, when people come here, there are grocery stores and there are gas stations.
There's a large village market, right?
Yeah, there are things, and you've got things here that people need, necessities that they need.
We do. It's a
And there is
convenience
a pharmacy
store.
in town as well.
Right.
Yeah, it's just for people to know you're going to a park, you never know. Some places
We're
it's
not
like,
completely uncivilized.
well, I saw you wielding that big, knife over the chocolate. She got the big knife out for the chocolate.
Today we have our annual ropings back, and it's one of the biggest ropings that are put on by the Lions Club. So we have events, the Red Bud Festival, which is an art festival. It's just with COVID, everything was paused, but it's getting back.
Yeah, that's good.
And one of our friends, Christy Wood, is out here, and in fact, she's at a show. She does horse trails in the foothills, horse ride. We went horse riding with her a few years back, and she comes on our show. She does amazing work, and so there's horse riding, there's roping for.
We have Riata International, which is an amazing group of women that do trick riding, and they're doing trick riding today in the roping, and they'll take you on trail rides through there.
Okay, that's nice too.
It's awesome.
There's a lot going on here. A lot of art. There's a lot of shopping. A lot of food. There's a lot of really delicious chocolate. There's wine, and so Paso Robles. That's what I want to go back to. So, your wines that you choose for wine tasting,
we buy small family vineyard wines, things that are special and small batches, and we bring them up to our wine bar. And J&J Winery is one of the wineries that are women-ran winery winemaker, and we just love their philosophy on winemaking. We love the family, Kelsey family in Avila that does Kelsey wines. They are they've won more gold medals, I think, than anyone else in Central Valley in San Francisco. And the labels are art-worthy. They're
beautiful.
choline.
Why aren't you doing wine labels, Susie? Come on.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a very good question.
Yeah, you should do wine labels. You've got the chocolate to pair with it, Reni. Come on.
When we bottle our wine, Susie, we'll have you do the label.
There we go.
Dragonfly wine.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you say you've got wine? Now you're going to be.
We're going to be bottling our wines to sell. Right.
Totem wines?
Totem wine. Totally awesome.
Dude.
Do a totem pole at the very top of the dragonfly.
A dragonfly and a totem pole. Like, look at that.
Or maybe not at the very top, kind of like on the side.
She wants to
turn sideways.
Everything's got to be sideways, right? It's fine.
Turn a little bit sideways. It swings out. Yeah.
Oh, so I want to ask each of you, you think about Three Rivers in this area. If you could, because we're having wine, so our happy hour question is always, if you could spend happy hour with one person in the world, just to have that hour, whether it's maybe you want to soak up their knowledge, or maybe you want to laugh, or maybe it's just a emotionally connection, who would it be, alive or passed on? Or, since you girls are all into the Outlander series, it could be fictional. So it could be, or maybe it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Who would you want to spend an hour with in Three Rivers?
Kevin Costner.
Oh God, she's got it. She's in. Reni's getting him in. She's gonna relive it with the chocolate.
And instead of Water World, it's Wine World.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so the second part is, where are you gonna take him, and what are you gonna do with him? No. What? Okay, so it's happy hour. So what would be on the menu? Drink, eating, and where? Like, would you take him on a hike?
And what are you gonna
Would
talk
you take
about?
him to a vacation rental?
Not a
I mean,
hike.
she can hook you up here.
It's different. I do.
Okay, but there's vacation. There's a loft. There's the General
There
Sherman.
is a
Kevin Costner in the loft with
She would take him on a picnic.
Yeah.
Okay.
We would go on a picnic.
Where?
We would go on a hike and take a picnic with us.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you be wooing him with your chocolate?
Yes.
She would be wooing
him with my chocolates and wine, and I would hand feed him chocolates.
Okay, I think she wants Kevin Costner. Do you want him with the hat on or off?
A hat on to start with.
Okay. All right. Okay, what's your favorite movie? Kevin Costner movie.
Gosh.
Dances with Wolves.
I really like, I like that one, but I really like what was that? Field of Dreams. I love
Tin
Field
Cup.
of Dreams. Tin Cup is another good
You know, he
one,
filmed down the road from us when we lived in Tucson.
You know, he lived in Visalia growing
Yeah,
up.
he went to high school in Visalia. Yeah, he went to high school.
No
in
one told
Visalia.
us that.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
There's a yearbook picture somewhere of him.
I'm gonna look at that.
So come
And
on,
there's-
come on.
There's restaurants in Visalia that actually have like Kevin Costner memorabilia.
Oh wow.
The Costner was here.
Yes. Cool. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, all right, Susie. What
But
about
you didn't ask what they were going to talk about.
Oh no! Oh yeah! What are you going to talk about? Because that was the other part. I just got all into what she's doing to
know.
him. But what are you going to talk about?
Whether or not he's going to leave his wife.
After he eats his chocolate, just say, you only get a second.
It's all in jest.
No, it's all in jest. This is happy hour. Whatever happens at happy hour goes on the podcast.
Right.
That's it. Susie?
Well, nothing will compare to Reni's adventures. But I would really love to spend some time sitting and talking with Elton John.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's been a part of my life since I was 16. Mm-hmm. And I've been to his concerts and introduced him to my sister
Oh,
through
wow.
the music.
Oh.
Through the music.
okay.
And my
You got
husband.
excited there.
Okay.
No
Okay.
sexual.
So she's into Elton John.
I've always have been.
Favorite song?
All the Girls Love Alice.
Oh, okay. I don't know that song.
It's just crazy, wild, and
gonna
it
have
makes
to
you
check
want to sing and dance.
See, I'm stuck on
with
Tiny
a little
Dancer.
bit of twist. It's a little twisted, but
The Tiny Dancer after the movie Almost
yeah.
Famous
Oh,
brought it
Mad
back.
Men,
Remember?
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie, by the way.
yeah,
that was cool.
Madman Across the Water was a great album.
She's all stuck in there.
He's a crazy
So,
little
where
guy.
are you taking him?
Oh, we have to go sit at the river at my house.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you have a piano?
No,
Are you going to get one real fast?
no.
Get one of those little toy ones.
You have Casio. Give him a Casio.
Yeah. Like
So-
a little sound.
Yeah, little
Yeah.
Little ones.
But okay, so what's on the menu?
Oh, just wine.
Wine?
Just wine. But I don't. He doesn't drink anymore. So
Well, just give him some juice, whatever
sparkling
you want.
water.
Yeah.
Sparkling water.
Okay, and so what are you going to talk to him about?
Actually, I think I'd like to talk to him about his collections that he did for a while. Because when he was crazy collecting and the money was coming in, he collected everything, and he collected work that my husband collects by the artist Paul Wunderlich.
Oh.
And when my husband found out that Elton John collected that, he was very excited. But he might have sold, because then he sold a lot
Yeah.
of his possessions just because he had so many.
Yeah.
So I'd like to talk about
Collecting.
his art collecting. And, I'm always impressed when anyone raises money for serious causes and makes a huge difference.
Yeah, and vocal about it.
Right.
Vocal about
Right.
why, and that's awesome. He's
Right.
cool. He's cool.
Yes.
Did you see the movie about him?
Yes, saw the movie, read his book, Me, I think it's called I'm Just Me. That was really fun.
Cool. Dennis Hopper. And he was a cool collector of artwork, and he was an artist. I don't know why that just popped in my head, but anyway. I'll take Dennis Hopper to the river, but that could be really creepy. 'Cause you think about all his weird movies that he's
Yeah.
been in.
Yeah.
Take Anthony Hopkins.
No, thanks.
Because they would know.
No.
Scary.
All right, so Pam, it's your turn.
All right, so I've had too much wine to think anything more than shallowly, and they got me started, so it's their fault. But I was thinking about Sam Hugan, Outlander,
I knew the Outlander.
and the Men in Kilts. I love that little bit that they do in Scotland, and I think I would pick Sam for an evening out.
Oh, and where are you taking him?
Maybe we would hike up to Morrow Rock and with the bottle of wine and look over the valleys, the sunset. I could find out all about the kilts.
I'm gonna
that men
ask
wear.
And
It's not the tilt in the kilt, it's a twinkle. It's not the tilt in the
I would
it's a
find
twinkle
out.
in the eye.
It's a twinkle in the eye.
Yeah.
He has a great sense of humor, and I think it would just be fun.
Does he have a twinkle in the eye?
We'd have to take my husband, but it would be fun. Why? Did you say why? I threw it in case he's listening to the podcast.
Hey, Mario Rock, that is one thing we have not done in Sequoia National Park.
That's worth doing. There's maybe, how many steps up, ladies?
Oh,
About
no.
300 some. It is a hard,
There's the answer.
it's a cardio workout as to why.
No, but that's cool. Now, this the other thing is you're close to Mineral Creek, too.
Mineral King,
Mineral
right?
King. Yeah, Mineral King.
It's the wine.
So that,
Yeah.
what? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? But Mineral King, that is an area we haven't done yet either.
Oh,
And-
definitely worth doing, and probably going forward, because during winter it's generally the gates closed. It's an hour drive. Have you ever done the road to Hana in Maui? Okay, so there's just turn after turn after turn.
Oh, okay. I'm used
So,
to
in an
roads like
hour
that.
you'll get there. It's spring in August, so you have lots of tiger lilies, all kinds of little lakes to hike back to. Mineral King's definitely hiker heaven.
Can people stay up there? Are there cabins and stuff?
There are some cabins in, there's camping, and then there's cabins in Silver City that you can rent out from
Okay.
private homeowners.
Okay.
Right.
Are you going to do that too next?
I think when I go on vacation, I leave the mountains and head for the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah. Live in the mountains, head for the ocean.
How many rentals do you have again?
Well, we have 4 at Lake Nacimiento that we manage, and then we have
And
20.
that's near Paso Robles.
That's near Paso Robles, and then we have 27 here in Three Rivers that we manage.
And the website for everyone to get to.
It's www.sequoiapacificholidayhomes.com.
Oh, that's easy. Sequoia specific.
Yeah, that's hard. Pacific, like the
I'm being
ocean.
specific
I'm
about
telling you, it's the wine,
it.
but go ahead.
Listen, Sequoia Pacific Holiday Homes.
Holiday Homes.
See, now that's very
You
European.
may need more.
I think I do holiday
You may
homes.
need more.
Holiday Homes. Have a happy holiday. Our mission is to facilitate happy trips to Sequoia National Park.
And she could say facilitate.
Facilitate. I can say it, but I am having, I'm starting up again here. So
Okay, well, here we
ask
go.
me now.
Okay,
Round
so
2.
for Reni's chocolates, the best thing is people just come here and buy them.
Yes.
Come to the Totem.
here. Yes, come to the Totem and buy them.
Okay.
Awesome.
And your website again, Susie?
BlueHeronStudio.shop.
She could say it.
There we go.
She got it in there.
She's an experienced girl.
Well, everyone, thank you so much. Thank you for your hospitality. This has been a blast sitting out here.
Oh, it's so nice.
I mean, it's just beautiful to
is
be
a garden
outside.
room, right?
This is a beautiful place. I mean, I know people think they want to be outside, just
Right.
to eat out here. We had good munchies. We've had chocolate. We've had macaroons and cookies and
all
cheese
good.
platters,
Yeah.
salamis, sandwiches,
all
and
good.
good wine.
And
good
in the
company.
winter, when you're required to have snow chains, it's a good place to get snow chains. They'll help you figure out how to get them on your car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, because we've never done snow chains.
Yeah, you need a little guidance, but our
Yes.
guides
Oh, we
are
do.
very helpful that way.
That's good. That's good.
That's good to know.
Well, thank you so much, ladies.
You're welcome.
Thank you.